In this video, I show you how to hardwire a radar detector. Alright, so I just want to show you guys the setup that I have right now. So this is the passport radar detector, and as you guys can see, I'm just using the standard accessories that came with this unit, hooking it up to the 12 volts here in the car. And what I don't like about this is the fact that it's kind of like in the way here of the infotainment system. Also, I've had to put this piece of tape right here to protect the leather, since I was starting to see some marks there. But basically what I'm going to be using instead is going to be this right here, this kit that I got online. Shout out to Car Enthused. I saw a video of his where he was showing how to connect this, so I'm going to give this a try and see how it goes. I'm going to use this along with this right here, which I had from in one of my other cars. So I'm going to basically connect this right into the rear view mirror here. This kit basically allows you to tap right into the 12 volts that come here in the rear view mirror. So we're going to tap into that. We're going to remove all this unit right here, basically this big piece of plastic, and we're going to connect this right here, and hopefully we won't have to be using this anymore. So let's go ahead and get started. Before you begin, it's a good idea to disconnect the battery, so we're going to do that. So I'm just going to reach in here and remove the negative terminal. And this is pretty easy. You just got to push this in right here as you are pulling up to get it off. And as a reminder, don't close the trunk lid when you are working on the car with the battery disconnected. Otherwise, you're going to have a real hard time trying to get in there with the battery disconnected. There is a string in here if you absolutely need to close it. You pretty much remove this right here and you're going to find the string in here. So if you do need to close the trunk lid, it's going to look something like that. You know, make sure the string is hanging out. You got to open it. Right now I don't have the battery connected. I can just pull on this string and that's going to open the trunk for me. So that's just a little tip right there. So let's go back to work. So in order to remove this, there is a back cover right back here. I'm just going to move this down right here. This piece right here needs to come off first. I'm just using very simple trim removal tool. I'm going to stick this right in there, kind of pull this down. Very easy to remove this piece right there. All right, next we're going to be removing this big plastic piece right here. So I like to just grab this and just pull it down. So I'm just gonna pull it down from here, from the top. Same thing on the other side. Pull it down, just be gentle, and then pull down the front like that. And you're gonna see here, these are the clips. So you got two over here, and if we flip it over, we got two more, one right there and one right there. I did want to mention that if you get the kit that is linked below, it's going to come with these 3 different wires. Okay, so they're not all the same in terms of the clips right here at the end. Okay, this is what hooks up to the power, the 12 volt power in the rear view mirror. Okay, you're going to notice that, for example, this one is pretty large. Okay, then you have like a medium one right there in the middle. Yeah, so that's the middle one. So that's like the medium size, and then you have the one here on the right, which is the smallest one. Okay, so this is the one that I recommend that you guys use. Okay, this one makes your job a lot easier. So it's very easy to plug those clips right into the correct slots. So let me show you guys how to do that. All right, so the spot that I'm going to be using to connect to is going to be this one right here. Okay, so there's some wires going into this connector right here. You can slide it out just by going like this, going to the left, and then it comes right off. This guy right here has a bunch of wires here, and you're gonna notice a red wire and a black wire. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Okay, with the kit you also have the red and the black. All right, so the red will go into the red spot and the black into the black spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna plug those in there, make sure they're nice and secured, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. All right, so I got both of the leads in there. The next step I'm going to do is completely optional. I'm going to go ahead and use some electrical tape just to secure this even further. Make sure that these leads aren't going to fall off or start, rubbing against each other. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to wrap it up. we're good to go now. Everything is in there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and slide this back into place right here. There we go. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put back this cover right here. That's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to go ahead and line it up, and we're going to go ahead and push it in. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and install this mirror mount right here. So just enough room right here to put it in there. And we're going to put this screw in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and press the start button just to see if this is working. And we do have power. And here we have the end result. It looks nice and clean, very professional looking. All we have is just our little RJ11 cable coming out, and everything else is nicely tucked away. We don't have those cables hanging out here on the dash. Right, so I really like this new setup. There is one thing I don't like though, and it has nothing to do with the actual connection and all of that. It mainly has to do with the mount that I'm using right here, which is this radar mount. Basically, it reduces the amount of room that you have to be able to move this rear view mirror. Okay, so to begin with, you know, the space here, the gap is very small, and from the factory this mirror doesn't have a whole lot of range when you want to move it. I feel that I never have enough range to be able to adjust it the way I want to, like in other cars. But with this thing installed, it makes it even worse. Now I don't know if using a different mount, such as a blend mount or something like that, would make it better. I think that it probably wouldn't. This is a 2023 Giulia Quadrifoglio. I don't know how it is in other models. Yeah, this is not the best rear view mirror here. I'm probably going to end up using a permanent mount here for the windshield and just mount it there. Another thing is that it rattles quite a bit with this mount. I had to put in a piece of silicone there so that it wouldn't rattle as much when I'm driving. You may notice a bunch of warning lights when you reconnect the battery, but don't panic. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to go ahead and get rid of those. So right now I'm going to go ahead and start the engine. Then we're going to turn the wheel all the way to the left, and then all the way to the right. Then we're going to center it, and we're going to shut the car off. Then we're going to start the car once again. And now you can see all those warning lights are gone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider becoming a member to this channel. We have memberships available now. If you become a member, you get some pretty cool perks. So go ahead and check that out.